In mixed martial arts, since MMA blends overall combat effectiveness between Brazilian Jiu Jitsu and boxing, which is truly more capable in real-world situations, this episode will give you the answer. As everyone knows, if we're talking about the style closest to real combat today, many people's first reaction is mixed martial arts, because MMA has basically fused striking, wrestling, control, and ground grappling. It's not just one technique. It's a complete combat system. But if we turn the clock back 30 years, when people talked about the most formidable martial art in the world, the answer likely wasn't boxing, and it wasn't Muay Thai, it was Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. Because the early UFC had proven countless times that no matter how good someone's striking is, as long as they get clinched up, taken down, and dragged to the ground by a Jiu Jitsu fighter, the match instantly enters a completely unfamiliar world. Because boxers are used to solving problems at standing range, they rely on footwork, hand speed, heavy punches, and rhythm to pressure their opponents. But once their body gets tied up, their balance is broken, and their back hits the ground, the fists that were originally the biggest threat become very hard to use effectively. So to this day, Brazilian Jiu Jitsu can still be said to be the strongest fighting style right now aside from MMA, just like in today's two matches. The person on screen is really just a blue belt beginner who's only trained Brazilian Jiu Jitsu for 2 years, yet he can still easily handle two fighters who've trained boxing for more than 11 years. So what exactly happened in this match? Without any further ado, let's take a closer look at what's going on. First up is today's very first match. The two touch fists, and the match officially starts. Right away, the Jiu-Jitsu fighter quickly shoots for a double leg takedown, but the boxer reacts fast and shoves him off, so the takedown doesn't work. The Jiu-Jitsu fighter tries again, but still gets nowhere. You can really see here just how excellent the boxer's footwork is. Among all combat sports in terms of mobility, no Jiu-Jitsu fighter can be mentioned in the same breath as boxing. Here he finally catches an opportunity. He successfully shoots a double leg, switches to a single leg, and takes the boxer straight down. But the boxer also makes a very big mistake here. He doesn't pummel for the underhook right away. But instead, he chose to wrap the head, which is a standard guillotine trap in Jiu-Jitsu. As long as you choose to wrap the head, you're guaranteed to get taken down and end up on the ground. The Jiu-Jitsu fighter then, without breaking a sweat, completed the guard pass and even directly secured the highly advantageous position. The boxer made the classic mistake that everyone who hasn't trained Jiu-Jitsu makes. When you're mounted, you must never expose your back, otherwise you'll get your back taken. And that's an even more dominant position than the mount. Sure enough, the Jiu-Jitsu fighter easily took the back and finished with a rear naked choke. This isn't surprising either, because if he couldn't even capitalize on this opportunity, we can only say his blue belt is fake. This ended too quickly. Let's watch another one. As soon as the second match started, the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighter again shot in quickly for a low single leg, then rapidly shifted his weight and took the boxer down. The boxer didn't even get a single punch off. Once they hit the ground, the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighter, as if crossing the street, easily passed the boxer's legs and moved into a control and leg pass position. In Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, this is a technical term. Generally speaking, when both sides go to the ground, the person on the bottom. You can use both legs to create a frame for blocking, so the person on top can't easily establish control. But clearly, however, in this matchup, the boxer has absolutely no concept of using his legs to create a frame. The boxer missed a key advantage. At this moment, the boxer should shrimp out to the outside as quickly as possible, but instead he keeps using both arms to block. That's basically handing the Jiu-Jitsu fighter a gift. Sure enough, in the end, the Jiu-Jitsu fighter smoothly finished the boxer with an armbar. It was just fluid and effortless. I have to say, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu's real-world effectiveness really is formidable. Among all the fighting arts in today's world, aside from MMA, there probably isn't any martial art that can match it. But Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu also has a drawback. It's really only suited for one-on-one. If you're talking one versus many, then boxing is still more practical. Alright, if you enjoyed this episode, please follow us and leave a like. We'll keep bringing you more up-to-date tough guy videos.